Okay, magandang hapon sa lahat. At nandito na naman tayo sa life hack series natin. At ang title natin ngayon ay, well, by the way, itong hack series kasi natin is just a very short series of videos na ang pinaka-objective lamang natin ay paano ba mas mapapadali, how can we make our lives easier and more productive. That's why these life hacks, palima-lima lamang naman tong life hacks na to. This is our third episode, by the way. And in these life hacks, I'll be sharing with you some tips and some techniques on how we can improve our lives. So today we're discussing leading through change, mastering adaptive leadership. Okay, so that is what we'll discuss today, and let's see how we can improve our leadership skills through these five life hacks. Okay, so by the way, I'm Angel Lazari. I'm the president and lead thinker of Lazari Consulting, and we are doing this every week, and I am sharing with you things that I have learned through the years. Okay, so let's start. Leading through change, mastering adaptive leadership. There are five hacks that I'll be sharing with you today. And five life hacks are adaptability skills, navigating change, growth through resilience, embracing innovation, and leading by example. Just five items, just five things. And as always, the acronym is still ANGEL, ANGEL. Adaptability, navigating growth, embracing, and leading. So let's start with the first one. Let's start with adaptability skills. Okay. There are three things for you to improve, for you to strengthen, for you to be more capable in adapting to the so many changes that are happening now. First off, adaptability skills. Three things to improve your adaptability skills. First, embrace change and uncertainty. Now, one of the quotations that I always write in my change management programs is that change is eternal, and he who controls change controls the creation of history. So change is always there. Change doesn't end. It always changes. Up to the minute, to the level of the atoms, the protons, the neutrons, even the neutrinos level, all the way up down to the subatomic particles. Things are constantly changing. So first things first, instead of worrying because there are changes that are happening around you, instead of getting angry at everyone and everything because the changes are so fast and so furious based on the movie, that you're not capable of adapting to all of this. Well, first thing that you need to do is to embrace change, to embrace uncertainty. You don't know what's going to happen. That's why previously, well, a lot of you know that I've been in HR consulting for what? Oh my! Today is the 24th anniversary of our consulting firm, Luzari Consulting, which is exactly the same day as the birthday of my daughter, Gia. So happy anniversary pala, Luzari Consulting. Happy 24th year anniversary. Okay, so you know now that I've been doing consulting for the longest time, and whenever we talk about change, a lot of people think that, okay, if there is always change, how can I stop things from changing? Actually, you cannot. It will continuously and unceasingly make changes. So before, when I was new in HR consulting, when I would be doing strategic planning for organizations, we would do a 1 year strategic plan, a 5 year strategic plan, all the way up to 10-year strategic plan. That has been what we were so accustomed to. But recently, we have been veering away from a 10-year strategic plan. The longest that I've been doing now for some of my clients is 3 years. That's already the longest. Because right now, because of the speed of change that's happening around us, organizations find it difficult to see beyond 3 years. In fact, for a lot of organizations, seeing just beyond 1 year is already very difficult. Remember, just before COVID came in, a lot of people are saying, "Oh, at least we are more stable now in terms of the business, in terms of inflation rate, in terms of employment, unemployment, all of these things. We are a bit stable now." But when COVID came in, it disrupted everything. Really disrupted everything. The modes of communication changed. The modes of sales changed. Before COVID, there was already online selling, but when COVID came in, it pushed online selling to to new heights that right now it's really killing the malls that we have. If you look at malls now, if you look at big supermarkets and malls, you will always see spaces. There are already always vacant stalls in malls because nobody's occupying them. Even if it's a big mall, like and a famous mall like SM, for example, there are always spaces available. Why? Because the sales of the malls are really going down. For me, for example, for a very long time, I've been doing my groceries online. I use either Landmark online or Landers online. There's no SNR online yet, so I can't use that. So just these two, Landmark and Landers, I've been using them for my for my groceries. And for a lot of other things, I use either Lazada or Shopee. And now for a few instances, I've also used TikTok for my purchases. And all of these purchases that I've done, I couldn't have done it without online. In fact, there are several items that I can only find online and I can get it from the stores. Before, I would need to buy some medical equipment. Before online, I would travel all the way to, where is that place? Somewhere in Manila, Santa Cruz, way after, I think, Doroteo. Say after that, the next stop of LRT there. I would need to go all the way there to buy some medical equipment. Like for example, if I needed to buy a suction for my daughter when she was still here, I went all the way there just to buy that suction. But right now, we can order all of these things. In fact, I was even able to order a peg, uh, a, a a gastro peg online, and it is so difficult to find that offline. But it was easy getting it online. So change is always here, and uncertainty will always be here. So what do we need to do? Let's just embrace it. Let's just maximize what changes, because it is going to stay here. It will always be here, and it would never leave us. So instead of uh, uh, cursing everyone and everything around you because you're not able to adapt to change, well, probably it's time for you to really just embrace change and know that if you're able to effectively do that, you can control what's going to happen next. Aside from that, develop a growth mindset. In aside from just knowing that change will be here and adapting to it, think of how to grow your business. For example, if you're doing it online, like for me, for example, when COVID came in, I had no choice but to change my process, to change the way I was delivering training programs from pure in person to online. In fact, at the height of COVID, I was doing all online training programs, even for my corporate clients. In fact, I conducted a series of team building programs. Imagine, team building online. And a lot of people would were laughing. Actually, some of my friends were laughing when I told them that I conducted a team building program online. They said it cannot be done, but actually I did. And I didn't only do it once. I did it for several clients, and some of the clients had the participants their participants were coming from different countries because theirs was a global organization. So the participants did not come only from the Philippines, it came from different countries. And I had several clients who did it that way. So it is easier because instead of bringing all these people from different countries to the Philippines for them to attend a team building program, the other client I had was, well, the topic was not team building for them. It was more of sales, but it's the same thing. Instead of bringing all of these individuals from different parts of the world to the Philippines to attend a training program, they didn't have to. They simply logged on. We used Zoom, if I remember it right, or for the other one, it was Teams. But we used these online tools for me to conduct a training program globally. So develop a growth mindset, grow your business. Right now, why am I doing this? Why am I conducting this training program? Because I'd like to grow my business. I'd like to strengthen uh, my presence online. That's why I have this. In fact, aside from this, I just last Monday I conducted the Monday Learning Series, Monday Learning Habit. I've been doing that for several months now. Actually, more than a year now. I've been doing the Monday Learning Habit, and this is kind of new. The life hacks. This is only our third episode, but I will continuously do this. So develop a growth mindset and grow your presence and strengthen your presence online, because a lot of people say if you're not present online, you don't exist. Right now, you don't. That's why you need to strengthen your presence online. And the third is be flexible. Flexibility, of course, if things suddenly change, like in online, I've experienced this so many times, not only when I was the one conducting, even during times when I was the one attending online training programs. Suddenly the line will be cut. Either for the facilitator side, if I'm attending the program, probably the internet went down or the electricity went down, or for whatever reason, the class was cut. That happened to me also several times. That because the internet during that time, at the height of the pandemic, a lot of people were logging in, were using the internet. So if the bandwidth was not that strong, some lines will really be cut. And it is a reality. So instead of saying, I cannot continue this because the electricity might be cut off, instead of saying those, just be flexible. Find ways on how you can still continue what you're doing, even if we have all of these challenges, all of these situations that come our way. So, three things: be adaptability skills, embrace change and uncertainty, develop a growth mindset, and be flexible. Okay, let's discuss now the second one, which is navigating change. This is fantastic. Three things also: be prepared, be open minded, and be resilient. First, if you will be navigating change, you need to know where change might be leading you. Now, that's why you need to be prepared. Right now, we've also been running a series of programs, especially my wife. She will be running her first program on November 30, if I remember it right. And it will be a program on BATSI. BATSI is about Chinese metaphysics. And in that program, you will know the opportunities that will be presented to you way ahead of time. So you can prepare for these things. Like for example, I'm putting up a business now. Now I had to check, will the business be productive or not? Will it be profitable for me or not? So I checked in our BATSI chart, and our we used only not only BATSI, we used Chimen and we used Jijing to check if it is an opportune time for me to put up the business. So here I am preparing myself for whatever may come. And it is so, and this Chinese metaphysics thing that we have been doing, it allows us to prepare. That's why we already have several clients for it. And one of the clients right now, the question that she is asking is, she plans to put up a new business. So, where will she locate in terms of location? Where will she locate the main office of the business? So we check on her chart, checking on the direction, checking on based on the birth date and all these things, and we already have a good location for that specific client, and it has to be facing a certain direction, back towards a certain direction. So these things will prepare my client, our client, to putting up a new business, and it would really help. And this is actually the reason why a lot of tycoons, a lot of taipans are very successful, because the Chinese has been using this for 5,000 years. Chinese metaphysics has been existing for 5,000 years, and they've been using this. That's why anywhere you go to the world, they are very successful. They are very rich. So why don't we're telling our clients, if they are so rich, why don't we just copy them? And that's what we are doing now. We're just trying to apply the knowledge, the skills that they have in Chinese metaphysics. And sabi namin, tara, gamitin naman natin sa Pinoy ito. Payamanin naman natin ang Pinoy. That's why we're doing it. So, preparation is important. And Chinese metaphysics, Batsi, Yi Jing, Feng Shui, date selection, and Qi these five areas of Chinese metaphysics will really be helpful. Although, of course, for a lot of Filipinos, we only know feng shui, but it's actually five, and feng shui is just one of the five. So be prepared. Second, be open minded. Be open minded. Uh, s- in terms of business, for example, uh, I'm attempting now an online business that is be that it's called SaaS, service as a system as a service. Okay, it's SaaS, system as a service, and we're creating an application that might help the industry become stronger when it comes to e-com. So I haven't done that before, or a similar product before. I've created companies that would sell food, shoes, bags, books, all of these different products. But this is the first time that I'll be putting up a company that has a system, an online system as a product. And I'm open-minded to it. I don't know if it will fly or not, but making sure that I have all bases covered. I'm making sure that I'm using Chinese metaphysics, of course, so that I will be able to find the best combination for us to launch our business. So I guess that will be happening anytime soon. Our target is early next year. So be open minded. Be something that you are not comfortable with, you're not accustomed to, something totally new for you. But be open minded. Because maybe, just maybe, it is the one for you. Alam mo, for my Chinese metaphysics, by the way, if you will look at my chart, you will see there that I am not inclined for public speaking. In fact, it is not my line. Public speaking is not my path. But why am I doing public speaking now? Because at the most opportune time, the perfect time for me to develop my public speaking skills, I got to develop it. I didn't know at the time that that was the right time for me. But chamba lang ba na just at that moment when I have the right timing for me to develop my public speaking skills, I was able to tap on it. I was able to develop it. For some of you, I don't know if I have my high school classmates here. During high school, did you know that when I needed to make, well, in school, remember, we make reports. Make a topic, and you'll report it in front for what, 5 minutes, 10 minute reporting. Did you know that in high school, I couldn't do that? I can't report in front. In fact, some of my classmates were already saying, Angel, you're taking up so much of the time. We're already prepared, but you're staying there for such a long, long time, and you're not finished yet, because I cannot. The only thing that you will normally hear from me if I'm standing in front, you will hear me saying, uh, uh, I would always constantly say that. I didn't know what words to say. It's like everything would be blank. Even if I already prepared the lecture, I've already written it down. When I stand in front, everything just turns black for me. But during the time, when it was perfect for me to develop my public speaking skills, this was already in college. I was already able to tap it. And now my life has been in public speaking. I've been speaking in conferences, in seminars, in different talks uh, um, for some organizations. I've done so many things, and I've done it here and abroad already, and that is public speaking. So from not being able to really to finish a 5 minute report to suddenly lecturing for hours in front of what the biggest class that I've had so far is 3,000 people. In front of 3,000 people, I'm able to do that. So imagine the turnaround of my life. Because at that time, when I could tap on my public speaking skills, I was able to tap it. I didn't know that time, huh? I didn't know at that time that I can tap on it. But just so happened that I was able to. In Chinese metaphysics, when when the opportunity is there, either you tap it or not, the opportunity will just be there. And kaya nga, it is important for us, sa mga clients namin in Chinese metaphysics, we teach them to be conscious of when the opportunity comes so that they can grab the opportunity. And that's what we teach. That's why we read so many charts, because that is what we are teaching people. How can you tap? It's just like playing Pokemon Go before. You can be playing, you can be going to different places holding your cell phone, but if your cell phone is out of battery, you can be standing already at a spot, or a few meters from the spot, and you can't get it because you don't know where it is. You don't know where the opportunity is. With Chinese metaphysics, you can know what the opportunities are. So be prepared, be open-minded, and be resilient. Tuloy-tuloy mo lang. Of course, things will happen. Challenges will happen. Andiyan naman palagi yan. Just be resilient. So that's number two, navigating change. Number three, it's grow through resilience. So the last item was resilience. Now, how do we grow resilience? Ito naman, pag-usapan natin. First, reflect on your past experiences. Ah, Sabi nga ng isang dakilang makata, ang walang ang hindi lumingon sa pinanggalingan, hindi makakaroon sa patutunguhan. If you don't know where you came from, it will be difficult for you to create a path going to where you want to be. So be mindful of, be conscious of the past. Know the things that happened before so that you can use this knowledge in navigating the future, in determining where you'd want to be. Kaya nga, importante for us to strengthen our resilience, reflect on your past experiences. Learn from the past. Always learn. Second is set realistic goals. I always tell this whenever I'm training people in sales, especially those in networking. I tell them, yes, in networking, you can actually, it is true because I've seen this so many times before. You can actually earn 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 5 million pesos a month. It is true. It is happening. It is real. But the only challenge that a lot of people who join networking companies, since they already saw those successful individuals earning so much, when they join, upon joining, they would immediately expect that they will already be as rich as those who joined 2 years, 3 years, 5 years ago. They think that okay, it's easy since it's easy to earn, and you're telling me I'll be a millionaire just like that. So I, upon joining, we already think, oh, millionarian ba ako? Of course not. Of course, you still need to do the grind. It is a process. When we do goal setting in networking, I would always notice people saying, I will earn 10 million in 3 months or 10 million in 2 months. It's kind of nice to have a fantastic goal. But the question is it a realistic goal? I even tell them, is the marketing plan of your networking company capable enough to give you that goal? Because if it is not, then that is just, we call it just fuzzy. It's just a fuzzy goal. It is not really. It's a nightmare. It's starts out with a dream, then it turns to a nightmare if you're not able to realize it. Yes, you can earn. Yes, you can become a millionaire, but you have to go through the grind of it. You need to go through the process, and sometimes it takes time for you to achieve that. But can you achieve it? Yes, you can. Just go through the process. Kaya walang inipan tayo. Don't just set so high goals and expect that you will have it in 1, 2, 3 weeks time. Hindi. Kaya nga set realistic goals. So if you're new in your business, if you're employed, for example, you're newly hired and you were hired as a rank and file. When you set your goal, wag mo namang i-goal na, okay, by next year, I will already be the president of this company. Of course not. Siyempre, you will go through the process pa rin. You need to become a supervisor first, then a manager, then a VP, all the way up to becoming the president. And if you are good, you're performing well, probably you will become a president a few years later. But if you want to become a president right here, right now, as fast as you can, it's very simple also. Put up your own company. And in your registration to DTI, for example, right there, your name and your position title is president. You're already the president. It's easy. But the question is, are you earning? Probably not. But if you just want the title president, you can easily do that. So remember, set realistic goals. Don't set yourself up for failure. If you set realistic goals, they can be achieved. And as you achieve your goals, you become stronger. You believe yourself more. Because if you set up very far goals, very huge goals that are unattainable, it's like you telling yourself, I'm not capable enough to achieve my goals. Yeah, of course, you're not capable yet because the goal is too high. But if you set achievable goals and you get it, you achieve it, you're able to attain your goals, you will make yourself feel psychologically, physically, emotionally. You're telling yourself, "Uy, kaya ko pala. Kaya ko pala. I can do it." So since I can do it at this level, I can increase it now and set higher goals. That's how you do it. If you're climbing the stairs, for example, the first step should not be the top step already. No, the first step will be the step just in front of you, and you step and again until you reach the top. Don't make your first step the top step already. It has to go through a process. And how do you make sure that you can be resilient? Seek support from others. That's why, I love network marketing. And a lot of people frown upon network marketing, and I don't have any problems with that because they feel that a lot of networking companies are scams or no, that's not my point. My point is that when you join network marketing companies, the topic always is let's become millionaires, let's become rich. These are the things, these are my dreams. I want to buy a 5 million house and that, 10 million house and that, a car, a sports car, all these things. Now, if you are within that group, if that is your environment, that environment will have a strong impact on you, and you will think that things are achievable. That is the mindset that you will have, because you will see so many people achieving their dreams, so many people achieving their goals. So you will also think that since you are with them, you can also achieve your goals. But if you are in an organization where people only talk about problems, hi, my boss scolded me again. Hi, my, do you know what? My boss told me to do this and that. If you're in that group, notice that your energy level is also low. Notice that the way you look at life is on a negative light. That you think life is difficult, life is a challenge, life is bad, because that is your environment. That's why you need to seek support from others. And who are the others? Those who are achieving their goals, those who are forward looking, those who are looking at life positively, excited to stay alive, excited to stand up every single morning. That's the thing that you should be with or into, because these individuals will help you strengthen yourself. Growth through resilience. The next is embracing innovation. Okay, what is innovation? It is really just having a different perspective on things and upgrading things, innovating, making sure that they get that things get developed. So three things again in embracing innovation. First, create a culture of debate. Why debate? Okay, if you're employed, if you're in the offices, why do we need debates? Why do we need to create a culture of debates? Because if there are no debates and everyone has just one train of thought, one mindset, one agreement for everyone, nobody's questioning, there will be no debates. It seems like it is a peaceful situation and everything's great, but it is not. Because if there are no debates, nobody would push the envelope. Nobody would question what is, and you will all stay in the what is, the comfort zone. But until somebody says, wait, parang hindi na dapat yata ito. I think we need to continue. I think this is wrong. Until somebody says that, everyone will just stay where they are in their comfort zone. Kaya nga, creating a culture of debate is not saying that everyone should fight amongst each other. No, it is just being able to question what is. Because if nobody questions what is, there will be no movement. Everything is in dialectics. Every force of nature has a contradictory. It is always yin and yang. If you have matter, you have antimatter. All of these are competing against each other. So that is where development comes. That is where growth comes. Everything has to be in contradiction. So yin and yang. If you want to develop your organization, if you want to develop your team, create a culture of debate. Next is to collaborate. Okay. So remember, you are debating, but you're still collaborating because your objective, the reason why you debate is not for the sake of debating. It's for the sake of creating something new, of innovating something new. So as you create the culture of debate, you're also creating a culture of collaboration, of you helping one another, helping each other become better. And the only way for you to do that is the third item, be curious. What if? What if? I know all of science came from that question. What if? Being curious about things, being curious about what can be. Like right now, there are several satellites that are uh, traveling the universe, although they're still near us, but they're bringing in pictures of galaxies, of um, different planets, different stars, and we are learning new things every single day. In fact, if you go to NASA, for example, or at least a group chat on all of these things, you will know that every day they are learning new things. And why do they want to learn? Because they're just curious. We just want to know, kaya ba? Or what could be or what is. Kaya nga, you need to embrace innovation so that you can adapt. Kasi para matingnan mo, uy, is it possible for me to also do that? Is it possible for me to also create that? Pumasok ang SOCMED, kaya ko rin ba na mag-SOCMED? Kikita din ba ako diyan? Or will I become famous for that? I have a friend, one of my a member of the networking company that I was first a member of, or my friends that I formed. The name is Butch Tan. And Butch Tan right now in TikTok, he's one of the influencers in TikTok. I think he already has almost 2 million followers. And that is huge. My God, that is huge. And although during the time when we were still in legacy, I already knew that this person is really right brained. He's very really very creative, and he is able to harness that creativity in his TikTok now. He also is curious. He wanted to know, can I also become strong in TikTok? Right now, he's trying out Reels. So can he be effective in those different applications? And right now, he's learning that yes, he can. So his presence online is really very strong. So why? Because he's just curious. He just wants to know what can things become better, can things improve, can things that are happening to other people also happen to him. Facing innovation and leading by example. Ito importante to for the leaders, ha. Leading by example. Three things. First, be positive and enthusiastic. Be positive about life. Be positive about things. Imagine a leader mo, sasabihin, you know what? Hindi natin kaya ito. Leader, ha, leader. You know what? Di natin kayang labanan yan. Malaki sila, maliit tayo. Di natin magagawa yan. Imagine if you have such a leader, what will be the impact to the people? Of course, they will be disillusioned. They will think negatively also because the leader himself or herself saying, "Ah, hindi natin kaya, mahina tayo." And if you keep on telling your people that, your people will think mahina nga kami. So even if they think they can, suddenly they will realize they cannot because even the leader is the one telling everyone, hindi natin kaya yan. So be positive and enthusiastic. Be think positively every single time. It might not work, but at least you will think that you tried. You really tried doing it. Next, be honest and transparent in leading by example. Because a few days ago, in my Facebook there was somebody selling a certain item, and there was a comment, how much? HM, how much? And the seller posted the price of the item. Nag-comment ako. I said, you know what? This is good. Whenever you post something, you share with them the price. Because if they need to ask you how much and to PM you how much, and that's the only time you will reply to them, it is a bit questionable if you're applying different prices for different individuals. Magkakaiba ba presyo niyan? If the price is the same, why not just post it there? If you see all of those products being sold by Apple, by Samsung, and all of these manufacturers, the price is there in front. What if the price is not there? You will think that that person is giving different prices to different buyers. So my question, so it is better for you as a leader, lead by example, be honest and be transparent. Be transparent in saying also that you can't do everything for them. If you can do something, be transparent. Tell them outright, I will not be able to do that. I cannot do that because my powers are limited, because my scope is limited, because my competencies are limited. Tell them outright. Be honest and be transparent. And finally, empower their team. Empower them so that they can change the way you are changing. They can also adapt to change the way you are adapting to change so that your entire organization will be able to handle the change. So, 5 life hacks. 5 bagay na kailangan mong gawin, 5 things that you need to do and to have so that you can lead through change. And this is mastering adaptive leadership. 5 things: adaptability skills, navigating change, growth through resilience, embracing innovation, and leading by example. 4 na bagay na kailangan mong gawin so that you will be able to, well, navigate, go through the changes that are happening around you now at kakayanin mong knowing that you are capable enough, knowing that you are strong enough, knowing that you are competent enough to adjust and to adapt to change. Sa ngayon, because I'm doing some executive search also, helping some organizations do executive search. Ano bang one of the top competencies now that we are looking for. If the position title is executive up, senior managers, well, but it's really more of the executives. One of the biggest competencies that we're looking for right now is the capacity to adapt, and master change. Change management. Isa yan sa mga pinaka-hinahanap namin ngayon because we know that things are changing rapidly in the world today, and for us to be able to adjust and to if I will be hiring you organization, I need nakakayanin mong patakbuhin yung organization even if there are so many changes that are happening around us. So, maraming salamat. Si Joy nandito. Thanks for the new learning, sir. Okay. Maraming salamat, Joy, for joining sa mga suki na nag-a-attend sa mga webinars ko si Joy. Ino-open ko lang sa Facebook ko, hindi pa makita yung ibang mga nag-react sa atin sa ngayon. And itong life hacks natin, it is not similar to Monday Learning Habit, na every Monday talaga, tuloy-tuloy, walang humpay. Itong life hacks natin changes because dito sa life hacks kasi tinitingnan ko I'm using Chinese metaphysics here. Tinitingnan ko ano ba yung day na pinaka-best for me to run program. And so far nakakatatlo pa nga, tatlong episodes pa lamang tayo so far. At dadagdagan pa natin to, itutuloy pa natin to. We are doing this every week also, except I will be posting what the specific day would be for the next life hacks natin. Pero abangan nyo lamang palagi, I'm also posting. In fact, in my next slide, I'm just waiting for Facebook to show kung sino yung mga nandito sa ngayon. Pero in my next episode will be next week again, and it will be Thursday next week. Anong oras? Ito, i-post ko na lamang yung slide itself. Ito yung nanood natin. And andyan title natin sa next episode natin. Naghahang-hang lang itong laptop ko because I turned off the aircon. Medyo maingay-ingay kasi kanina. Okay. So the next topic is about work-life balance. 5 hacks to achieve work-life balance. And the 5 hacks are awareness, negotiation, gatekeeping, elimination, and leveraging. Yan yung 5 naman na hacks that we will be seeing next Thursday. That will be on November 9, Thursday at 3:30 p.m. The same site, nasa Facebook pa rin tayo. Naka-Facebook live tayo ngayon, and at the same time naka-YouTube live din tayo. Ayan, nandito pala. Hindi pa rin lumitaw lahat. Pero si Billy Joe ay andyan, si Dan ay nandyan, si Joy ay nandyan. Hinahanap ko lang yung dalawa para Thomas Balaguer at si Angelica Angel. Hi! Magkikita tayo soon for our next seminar. Okay? So maraming salamat for joining me again. I will see you next week on Thursday for the next episode of our life hacks, and pag-usapan naman natin ma-achieve ang work-life balance. Paano ba yung habang nag-work ka ay masaya? Paano bang pinagsasama mo yung sabi nga before ang tanong, ano yung lakad mo? Is it business or pleasure? That was always the question. Business or pleasure. But right now, ang tinuturo namin sa lahat, business or pleasure. It is my business is my pleasure. Masaya ka dun sa ginagawa mong business, masaya ka sa pinaka side gig mo, kung side gig man yan, masaya ka, at yung business mo ay pleasurable pa. You're happy with whatever you are doing. And that is what life should be. Hindi naman tayo create dito sa mundong ito para i-torture. Nandito tayo para ma-maximize natin what is given to us. So, maraming salamat ulit at I will see you again next week. Ako muli si Angel Lozari, President and Lead Thinker ng Lozari Consulting. Magandang lahat.